Shalom, everybody. Hmm. Living in the land of our enemy, we are constantly at war. You know, our enemy is constantly attacking us and trying to figure out ways to destroy us. And to be able to blatantly just delete a human being for just nothing at all is amazing to me. This young black woman who was 36 years of age called the police herself because she said she was hearing noise, around where she lived. She's hearing noise. So she called the police. Now, clearly, when you're looking at, the video of the whole interaction with the police, this young lady, she had some kind of, issues going on. I don't know if it was mentally or whatever the situation may be, but she clearly had some issues going on, because she, couldn't answer or getting frustrated with her, because things and they kept asking her for, her name or just give me an ID. But these police officers were looking to just murder someone, to just delete someone. And they looked at each other because when you analyzing this whole video and this whole situation, they were seeing the state that she was in, and they actually glanced at each other for a minute. And just to look in that murderer's face, it's almost as if he was saying, okay, we got somebody we can, play target practice with. Because he really didn't give a fuck about her life at all. He told her that, look, you got some water boiling on your stove. So she went to remove it and pour it down the drain. And so he's moving back and she's asking him, what's wrong with you? And he's saying, well, you got that water. And she's saying, I rebuke you, in the name of Jesus, And he said, you fucking do, and I will shoot you right in your head. How the fuck do you go from 0 to 60 like that? Because clearly, when she said, I rebuke you, she didn't have any ill intent when she said that. That was like a joke almost. That was almost a joke. She was kind of being funny. And he took that to a whole nother level, just that quick. He found a way to just delete her, and he used that itty bitty thing of her saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And he just flipped out and said, you do, and I will shoot you in your fucking head. And she got scared and nervous, of course. And she ducks down, dropping the pot of water. And this motherfucking cop just comes and starts shooting her. And then he yells, talking some shit, put it down, put the pot down, put the pot down after he shoots her to cover his tracks. Family, this is what we get when we live in the land of our enemy. This is what we get. And with the current government that we have, they are looking to make us third and fourth class citizens. They're trying to lower us down even further than what we already are, so they can justify doing what they're doing to us. And he tried to get away with this. And he stopped the other police officer for a brief moment from getting help, or some kind of pack to stop her bleeding. But he shot her dead in her face, yo. Jesus. Just thinking on a whole nother level, this woman knew that she was getting ready to be deleted. In her spirit, she knew this. Because when she opened the door, when you look at the whole surveillance, when she opened the door, she says, "Don't hurt me. Don't kill me. Don't hurt me." Something of that effect. When you look at the entire video, it took her a minute to open up the door, but when she finally opened up the door, she says, "Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me." She can feel these evil monsters' demonic spirit. She felt that shit. Excuse me. She felt them. She felt their demonic spirit. And she knew instantly, I'm not safe. She knew it. Because who says something like that when you open the door? Now she's telling you she called the police because she's hearing, trespassers on her property. And then when she finally opens up the door to the police officers, she's telling y'all not to hurt her or kill her. That's weird. And because you instructed her to remove a pot from the stove that was boiling over, starting to boil over, and she's going to empty it, and you moving back like she's going to throw it on you. Why would she throw it on you? Why the f would she throw the water on you like that? And then when she says, "I rebuke that," like you got me all wrong. I'm not trying to throw no water on you. You say you fucking do. That demonic spirit, that demon in him got riled up. And he just shot her and deleted her in cold blood. And then tried to lie and cover it up. Family, this is the reason why I say we have to have our own. We have to have our own. We too busy trying to intermingle and intertwine with groups of people who are showing you they don't like you. And I'm going to tell you right now what I really believe in my heart and my spirit, that these Latinos that are coming over here all hostile and shit like that, please don't think for 1 minute that when they think they got their numbers up, they won't rise up against us and attack us. Please don't think that. This is the reason why, brothers, I say, and sisters, we need to start going to the shooting range. We need to start practicing. We need to start strapping up. We need to start teaching our children how to shoot, how to protect ourselves, and how to survive, how to live. We got to start doing this kind of shit. Because not for one moment do I think that these Latinos won't rise up against us. Because they're trying to move us all the way down to second-class citizens. And they have no problem with showing this woman's deletion. Now, supposedly the family said that they, wanted the world to see this. They may have given permission. But time and time again, we keep going through the same issues. We keep going through the same thing over and over and over again. And then the only thing we can think of to do is march. Get another rally, and then here comes Ben Crump getting paid off of a black person's death. I mean, what is he going to do? The black person's already dead, and he's represented all these other people that have died, and we still dying. in the land of our enemies? What has changed? Now, we are watching America fall and be destroyed as we speak, but these demons, these devils are kicking and screaming because they don't want to lose their power. And they see the rise of us so-called Black people, us so-called African Americans. They're seeing the rise of us and they can't take it. So they bring all these other groups over here to try to water us down and to move us out the way and to make us third and fourth citizens. But we all know in the end, we're going to win. But we just need to pay attention and stop trying to mingle in with groups of people who destroy us. All praises, brother. Also turn to Yah. And we got to follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. We do have to follow the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. And honestly, that's the reason why we are in the position that we are in, because we broke his laws, his statutes, and his commandments. You know, and we've lost our unity. We've lost respect for one another because we are living in the land of our enemy. And then to break the Most High's law, he has allowed these people to come at us the way that they are coming at us, because he's using these people as whipping sticks because we keep breaking his laws, statutes, and commandments. But the good news is it don't have to take all of us, because we know most of us are lost and we ain't gonna never find our way. We already know that. But one third of us, we're gonna get it together. And when we do, we're gonna see our kingdom come, because a lot of us are waking up now. This is the reason why we're seeing the downfall of America happen right now as we speak. And these demons are running rampant. They are on a rampage right now, attacking us because they are afraid, because they don't want another Black kingdom. They know we're the originals and they don't want another Black kingdom. But it's not your time anymore. It's our time. And this is it. Because the world belongs to us. But these demons hold on to their power as long as possible. To just be able to just shoot this and delete this woman in cold blood the way that they did, and to hold themselves not accountable. They're not even judging themselves. They're not even holding themselves accountable. This man came up with lies and excuses. Well, she tried to throw the water on me. You know, and the dispatcher's like, well, what, did she have a gun? No, she had a pot of water. This is what this motherfucker said. That's crazy to me, yo. And we got to stop accepting this type of shit. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm all for an eye for an eye. Not too long ago, there was a story of a Black man, older Black man, who lost his daughter. A police officer killed his daughter. And that police officer's daughter was coming out from prom with her date. And that Black father shot and killed that white girl. So of course, he of course is in prison now, for shooting and killing the white girl. But that white girl's father, who was a police officer, killed his daughter. I'm all for an eye for an eye. I believe in that. That might sound harsh and cruel to some of y'all, but I'm all for it. Because to just watch our people just be shot and killed and deleted the way that it's happening to us, and we just march and we just cry and then we forget about it and then we move on with our lives, and then of course It's something else is going to happen again. And we just deal with that. Like that's some normal ass shit. And we just say that this is normal. We're okay with it. We just accept it. Not necessarily accept it, but we're used to it. Type of attitude. We keep opening our hands to these other nations and practicing these heathens' cultures, being too loving to heathens and not our own culture. I agree, brother. And that's what's got us in this pitiful state that we're in, because we're over here following other people's laws and rules and living the way they live and their customs, when we have our own that have been taken from us. But they're still in us because we are our ancestors. I'm just trying to, understand, when are we going to wake up? From a standpoint of getting back to the Most High and learning that we have to come back to his way. And what I'm seeing is a lot of us, we're starting to learn that, and we're starting to do that. Modern day slavery, absolutely. Excuse me, you guys. We're going to learn, we're going to get it together. And I really believe that we're going to have forced unity. A lot of our Black women don't want to hear that, but we are going to have forced unity. That's what we're going to have. And we're going to have to depend on each other, because what's happening right now is, a lot of, jobs that, we would take, a lot of Black people would take. We know that a lot of these illegal migrants they're going to fill those jobs up quick and immediately, so this is going to force a lot of Black people to start making different plans and decisions with how they going to make money and how we're going to survive. So this is pushing us back to a Black Wall Street type situation. And I'm glad about it. I'm so glad about it, because we have to get out of this situation of allowing other groups of people to just delete us, and they hold themselves not guilty. And we're supposed to just be, and we forget about it. No, some things need to start happening. Not only do we need to change, but we have to change this whole narrative of thinking, allowing people to think that it's okay to just delete us and we just accept it. We got to quit doing that. But we're going to have to start unifying and getting together, because there was no way that this should have happened to this young lady. This should not have happened to her. It was just senseless. When you look at the entire video, family, it was just senseless, the way that he just went from 0 to 60 and just murdered this young lady. I know I'm not supposed to use words like that on YouTube, murder and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not getting paid. YouTube ain't paying me, but we're not supposed to use those type of words. Delete it. He just deleted this woman. Just from her saying, I rebuke you, because I'm not going to throw no damn water on you. You're the one that told me about the pot of water, and now you over here feel like you're threatened. That's crazy, yo. That is crazy. And that's just unacceptable. Now, the good news is this man will be going to prison for a very, very long time, because that's first degree murder. That's first degree murder. But this is happening way too often. And, they are just too comfortable with deleting us. And they went from murdering Black men at alarming rates to now murdering Black women. See, when we say things like, we should stick together and we should be together as a people, men and women, You got a lot of our women wanting to separate themselves from us. So with that, they get exactly what they get, because the government's been destroying us and putting us in prison at alarming rates, black men, and now they're leaving our women are being left alone. So now they're being targeted and being deleted at alarming rates by police officers. And it's just going to get worse. This is why we need unity. We have to stand together to be able to defeat this bullshit that we're going through. Because when you think about it, when other groups come over here, Jamaicans, Africans, and these Venezuelans and all these other groups, they have people to fight for them. They have their country to fight for them. So if something happens to them, if something happens to a group of them, they have their country to fight for them. Hey, America, what you doing with our people over there? But we're Black Americans. Who's fighting for us? Now, they keep saying we from Africa, but Africans don't acknowledge us. We're all alone. So we're the only group that they can just delete, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. We march, and then that's pretty much it. We get Trump gets paid a bunch of money, and then we move on. That's crazy. We have to start defending ourselves, but we do it in a group. We can only do it together. All this individuality and us separating ourselves from the men and women and all that, it's crazy. You have a lot of our women over here defending to be able to delete their babies in their womb. You have a lot of women right now defending this. And it's so sad that we've come this low where we don't even respect ourselves, our babies, each other. We are in a sad state right now. We're in a sad state. But we're going to have forced unity, and this is going to be the best thing for us, in my opinion. This is what we need so that we can come together and have some type of unity as a people. And here's the thing. Black people are not trying to get even with other groups. We just want ours. We want to be left alone. We don't want to be attacked on every level and having other groups of people telling us that we don't deserve. We don't deserve reparations when we built America. America was already built because we built it before all these other groups came over here. That's the reason why most of these other groups came over here, because they saw how bomb America was and what we've done with it. You have other groups of people over here claiming that they're the Native Americans and that they're the inhabitants, when we know that's a bunch of bullshit. For the most part, our women sold us out for Section 8. Yeah. And see, that's another thing that I want to speak on real quick before I get up out of here. But yeah, like this brother said, for the most part, our women sold us out for Section 8. The reality is that we had homes. Our women were living in houses, not really having to work, being able to take care of the family. But then they started listening to white women, because white women needed Black women to fight for them. They needed those numbers up, so they used Black women to fight for them, to fight with them and for them. Because when we fight, we know how to push shit through. We know how to push things through. And they used us to be able to push this feminism. And our women chose the projects over living in a home with their man and a woman, and their children. They picked the projects so they can get government assistance, food stamps, you know, child care, you know, a home, you know, that they get a total discount for, Section 8 and all that other kind of shit. See, when I talk to women today, it's the same shit, brother. It's the same thing. They want to stay on this Democratic plantation because Democratic people want to give black women all of these things that I just mentioned. Food stamps, free food, a home, you know, babysitters, daycare, you know. They give them all this free shit, you know. And this is what a lot of black women want. They want the free education. They want everything for free because women are lazy as fuck. I mean, let's just be honest. Women are lazy by nature. And they want stuff given to them, but they don't want to be sweet, loving, and kind and take care of a man and be loving towards a good man that will take care of them. Because if you're being loving towards a man will lay his whole life down for you. Hey, this is my woman. She respects me, loves me, and she's sweet to me. She, you know, she's raising my children. She's being good to me. I'm going to take care of my woman. That's most men. But women don't even want to be sweet and kind and shit like that. What they want is the government to give them shit so they can say that they're independent. They're doing shit on their own. All the while, we all paying for them to be able to live living because, of course, you know, they getting child support and all that kind of shit. So they living good. And this is what the Democratic Party does for our women. That's why they so quick to say, yeah, we know the Democratic Party ain't doing nothing for black men. We know that they are arresting y'all, killing us at alarming rates, yada, yada, yada. We know that they trying to make us 4th and 5th class citizens. But look at the free stuff we get to have. They sell us out. Our own women selling us out like they have always done. Ain't nothing new under the sun. They've always sold us out. And they left our homes in good neighborhoods to go to the ghettos. So a lot of our generations of children from 3 and 4 and 5 generations were raised by women. So this is the result, what we're seeing right now, of generations of just children being raised by women, no men. So a lot of our children don't even know how to deal with men. They don't have no respect or even know how to deal with the man, you know. But it was so beautiful to see Miss Massey's father stand up, you know, and speak on his daughter, you know, and saying, you know, when he get to heaven, he'll be able to see his daughter again. And I thought that was beautiful because usually it's of the mother or a woman, you know, standing up. But to see a father there, that speaks volumes. And that was wonderful to see. It's sad under the circumstances and the situation that it was under, because a young lady lost her life unjustly and for no reason at all over some bullshit, because she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And he took that and got all that demonic spirit in him, just went crazy. But to see her father stand there and support her was beautiful. So to say that black men ain't shit and we're not there for our children, we keep proving that to be a lie over and over and over again. We have to turn back to the Most High Yah and our culture. Absolutely, brother. I agree with you 100%. We already know that they're lost, so it's nothing that we can do. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I just wanted to talk about this young lady and shed light on this young woman. And I want you to go and check out the video and analyze it for yourselves and see what actually happened, because it's terrible that this young woman called the police and end up losing her life. Because it's amazing when you call the police, y'all, you know, you end up having to show your ID in some kind of way. You end up feeling like you a criminal, even though you're the one that called the police. They belittle you and make you feel like you're the criminal, even you're the one that called the police. They do this kind of shit, yo. Quick story before I get out of here. I remember I called the police one time, this was, years ago. And some kind of way I ended up in handcuffs. And when I turned around, I asked, I hit the police officer because he was so short. I hit him in the head with my arm, and I said, "Oh, excuse me." He said, "Yeah, oh, it's all right. It's all right." But he actually put me in handcuffs for a few minutes. And then he took them off or whatever after we got everything situated and straight. The point is that could have turned from 0 to 60 real quick. So I try to avoid calling police officers at all costs. At this point, I don't even want to call the police officers. Not really. But shout out to all of those who, were chatting with me, brother. I appreciate you. Mighty Lion, the Mighty Lion. I appreciate you, brother. You've been rocking with me for a minute and a long time, and I appreciate you. And shout out to him. And y'all go check out his YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel. Check him out and see what he's about. But I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. Shalom, family.